Howdy guys, Rex here. This is just a quick review of a comparison between a couple different boots that I've been running for a long time. I actually get outside a lot. I wear these daily, okay? And we have some Danners, and I believe these are the, what do we call them? The TFX, TerraForce X, I believe is what they're called, okay? And I got those, and then I've been running the Merrell M Tacticals, okay? And these I was running lately for the last year or so. These I've run for about, I don't know, 8 years, okay? These got about 1 year on them. There is a big difference when you buy boots sometimes on comfort, longevity, break-in period, how everything works out, like how waterproof they stay, cold weather. Up here, it gets very, very swampy and wet in the spring, so you need some kind of water resistance. It gets very cold, like -50 below Fahrenheit, which is pretty cold. So you need something that you can put some wool socks on. I usually get a little wider size than I need, so I can get some nice big fluffy socks going on. Also, I run a lot of stuff where it is hot, and up here it also gets above 110 in the summer, but also I'm all over down where it's humid, where it's dry and hot, and so I use them in a diversity of environments. These Danners I've run for quite a while, and they're holding up actually relatively good. I had to, as you can see, you got some heel wear going on the one side versus the other. That could be due to some of my injuries in the past, maybe because I walk a little different, maybe because this is the side where I carry most of my load usually. And anyhow, these are not as comfortable. Yeah, that's a radio in there just to straighten them out. They've been sitting for a little while. They're not near as comfortable as the Merrells. I got these last year, and these are way more comfortable, but these Danners have outlasted these by about 8 times over. These had a long break-in period. I'm talking a few weeks of heavy use. I mean, walking, when I say heavy use, I don't know, 3 to 5 miles a day when I first started. And then after I got sick, that was reduced dramatically. But since my recovery, I picked up my activity again. And I do keep up with most of the young guys still in terms of walking and use, and especially walking through stuff that the guys shoot in rivers, swamps, whatever. And these have held up very, very good. Now, as you can see, there's some wear and tear on them. There's probably some kind of protocol to maintain these or clean them. I don't know how that works. I was trained on the old black boots, where you polish them. So I know how to do that. But with this suede stuff, I don't know what that means. So if one of you guys can give me the lesson, I think you're not supposed to do nothing. Maybe just scrub them with the brush and water. I don't know. But anyways, the maintenance I've done was almost zero on both these pairs. I'm kind of a utilitarian. I just put them on and go. I've treated them both for insects pretty heavily, so I probably shouldn't be grabbing on it, as much, but so that I don't get chiggers and stuff like that all over the place. Also, I think I did treat them with some water treatment, some kind of spray on water treatment when I first got them. Now, these I've only run for a year, and I just noticed today, this is why I'm doing the boot review. What in the hell happened here? We got the soles coming apart. And what side was it? I'm trying to remember where the sole completely come off. Maybe it was this one. There it is right there. So we finally had a failure that would say I need to either get out the shoe goo or some new boots, okay? Now I've replaced the insoles on both of these. The insoles on these quite a few times, these once, okay? And you get what you pay for. These are relatively more expensive than these. I don't remember back in the day how much I got these for. These are an upgrade from the mil spec, right? And I think they're, $200-300 bucks. These were just a little over 100. These were like tennis shoes, very light, very comfortable, and they were working great up until she come unglued. And so one of the features I did like that was different was the zipper on the side. With all my spine injuries and stuff like that, it's a lot quicker to get them on. You don't have to spend so much time bending over. And after all the sicknesses and stuff, gaining quite a bit of weight, it's a little helpful to do that as well. And I'll admit it before anyone else will, okay? These are just traditional style, you know, regular old boots, okay? And these aren't near as waterproof as these were. And these weren't quite as good in the cold weather. But in terms of longevity and stuff like that, they're doing really, really good. And I've got Tupperwares just full of different boots I've had over the years. I started off with the old, my father's Mickey Mouse boots, right? And he also had the Vietnam issue, you know, what do you call them? Jungle boots with the olive drab kind of canvas sides. And those, after he was done using them, doing his thing, as a kid, I wore them for 10 years, I think. As soon as I got up to a size 11 or 12, I put them on there a little big at first. And I went through like 5 or 10 insoles, and they're still in like brand new condition. So there is something to be said for the stuff that is actually issued, that is mil spec, versus the stuff that's military style. Nothing against these guys. I'll give them their credit where credit's due. They're very comfortable. But they did come unglued in about a year. And I mean, granted, I'm a big dude, and I weigh probably twice as much as most guys that would normally wear these. So I'm like the equivalent of wearing full kit all the time, just doing normal activity, and I still doesn't slow me down. I'm still up and down all over the mountains and badlands and woods and whatever, whenever I'm doing my thing. But I really like the Danners. So buy yourself good footwear. So many guys don't think about that. You'll cheap out on boots. But if you don't got feet, like, you're not going to go that far. You're going to be shut down prematurely. So you got to have feet on you. Good quality socks. Even if they cost $20, boots, guys will spend more than that on their accessories for their weapon that they don't even need, okay? But you need to have good footwear of some kind. So get out there and get a preference. Look up reviews, study it out. Find something that works good for you, your body type, your style, your area of operations, and make damn sure you got an extra pair as well, okay? I got a few pairs of each of my boots usually, and you rotate them. You know, one day you wear the one pair, even if they're identical, and the next day you wear the other one. That's so you don't get foot rot and all this other stuff, and they have a chance to kind of breathe and take a break. And so that's my commentary on these boots. So if I don't know, I would have liked these a lot better if they would have lasted longer, but these lasted like way longer, and they're way less comfortable. But these, so I guess if I was to run off into the woods for an undetermined amount of time, I'd still probably go with the Danners. So wanted to share that with you guys. All right, we'll catch you guys on the flip side, just in case you didn't see the bottom here. But yeah, lots of boots nowadays to choose from. Back when I first started doing it, it was basically like 3 or 4 choices in terms of serious actual boots that would work. But study it out. Let me know your preferences below for you guys, because I'm ready for a new pair now. As you guys know, I'm a heavy duty guy, and I like stuff that doesn't break, and I'm really hard on stuff, okay? And so if you got anything in mind, just share with me in the commentaries what you've observed, and thanks for watching. All right. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to come to rexdefense.com, we do our rifle training stuff, okay? And that's where we really have a lot of fun. So don't forget to check it out. We got all kinds of new classes coming up, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side.